Yeah. Look, man, happy Victory Monday. Happy Victory Monday. It's your boy, Hotter. Look, man, we're going to get into this real quick because we ain't got time to waste. If you're watching this and you tuned in, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, do all that jazz. You know what I mean? So we keep Hotter in rotation. That's the goal here, to stay in rotation. But check me out, man. Look, your Eagles are 7-1. God bless those Eagles, as I always say. Look, man, this team is for real. It wasn't a game that I would say, was pretty, but I can definitely say that a win is a win. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but it's the fact of the matter. A win is a win. And we dubbed up to go to 7-1. So first thing I want to get into, man, is AJ Brown, bro. AJ Brown is a different breed. He's a monster. He's unguardable, man. I feel sorry for these other defenders, these cornerbacks in this league, man. Especially Emmanuel Forbes, man. He got done up once again by one of the best receivers in the league, Mr. AJ Brown, to you, sir. So he went 8 receptions for 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's crazy. For the 6th game in a row, he broke the record for the 6th game in a row. Over 125 yards, 6 games in a row. Should we be talking about A.J. Brown as being an MVP? Should he be one of the candidates? Or should he be the top candidate, as I should say? A.J. Brown has been playing lights out. He's been lights out, man. This is one of the best seasons I've ever seen him play, especially as an Eagle, but also as a Tennessee Titan as well. He's been playing great, and I can't really thank him enough, for what he do for this team, how he manhandle these players in the NFL, and how he just go up and high point the ball, man. But it is what it is. He's one of them guys, man. One of those guys who we rely on, and we do for a good reason. Jalen Hurts, man. Let's talk about Jalen, man. Jalen had an outstanding game. He played by far one of his best games of the season this year. He had over 318 yards and 4 touchdowns. He did have that fumble on the tush push in the red zone, but hey, man, it is what it is. Good teams find ways to win. Bad teams find ways to lose. Because, to be honest, they were whooping on our tail all game. Pause, man. It just wasn't looking good. But we found a way to win. Was it our standard? Hell no. But we found a way to win, and that's what matters. That's all that matters, is that we dubbed up. It's some things that we definitely need to clean up, but at the same time, it's a dub. Jalen Hurts, 318 yards and 4 touchdowns is amazing. It's amazing. It's exactly what we needed. He made every throw. Every throw that we needed, he made it. He stood up to the test. And that's what we expect out of our quarterback, man. He played great. Haason Reddick. Let's talk about Haason, man, because he deserves all the credit today. We couldn't get close. We couldn't get close to Sam Howell yesterday, which I really don't understand. It seemed like the DBs were getting done up a little bit yesterday, and we wasn't putting no pressure on Sam Howell. He was moving around. He was standing in the pocket, delivering good throws. And, the defensive line just wasn't pinning their ears back and getting to the quarterback. And, the DBs was getting beat up kind of hard. But Haason Reddick, man, he came through and he do what he usually do. He's the closer for us. What a great closer that we have in Haason Reddick. He got the final sack to close the game out. It was a sack fumble, actually. And it was an Eagle turnover. So we got to show Haason Reddick all the love in the world, man, because he's been doing this for us, since he stepped in that Eagle jersey, in that Eagle uniform. He's been playing exactly like that. Yeah, he didn't have the start to the season that we would like, but most of that was probably because he had that cast on. And he said, man, once his cast come off, everything else is over. And that's exactly what happened. Hassan Reddick has been playing amazing, man. He's been playing good. That sack fumble to close the game out is exactly what we needed, to go 7-1. And we needed to, put a little bit of cushion between us and every other team in the league, and that's what we did. We got a tough game coming up on Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys. It's a very winnable game. Don't get that wrong. Do I think we're going to win? Absolutely. Absolutely we're going to win. But it's going to be a tough one, man. Those guys have been playing fairly decent. They've been playing good enough to win. They 5-2. And they want to go come in Philly and make sure that they end up 6-2. But we gonna stop that. We can go 8. We can go 8-1 and then go into the bye week with that. That's crazy. That's crazy. But in all, everybody's saying, "Oh, you got to get ready for the Cowboys." But to be factual, they need to be getting ready for us. We the best team in the league, as I said. And everybody, oh, what the Chiefs this and the Chiefs that. No, as I said, we the best team in the league. Stamp it. How the Ben said it. But man, I'm just so excited that we 7-1. And as we discuss these corners and these safeties and this defensive back room, I want to talk about, what I seen there from my dog, Reed Blankenship, man. He had an interception in the point of the game where we had to have it. We had to have this one. And he got it for us, man. It was a bad throw by Howe, but, Blankenship was able to come through there and pick that thing off and put everybody on notice, man. And we was able to, to get points on that turnover. And Reed Blankenship, man, to keep it all the way a stat, Reed Blankenship did not have his best game in coverage yesterday, man. He was getting beat a lot. I even said it on my Twitter, man, like, man, Reed Blankenship is getting burned today. And I had to go back and renege that statement, even though he still got burned, but he bounced. That's how you respond. That is exactly how you respond. So we're not about to sit here and be too down on him because he made a game-changing interception when we needed it, when we was getting sliced and diced. So shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog. So the defense allowed 31 points, man. We allowed 31 points. And it seems like to me, man, we be just making these mediocre quarterbacks look outstanding. We make them look outstanding. And I feel like we need to do something about that. Should we be addressing the cornerback role, before the deadline on Tuesday? Or do y'all think we good? Leave a comment down below and let me know if y'all feel like we good, or should we be trying to acquire another player to put in this cornerback room? Or is it going to be a linebacker? What do y'all think? Leave a comment. Let me know what kind of additions y'all still think how we got up his sleeve. But, 31 points to a team who just got beat by the Giants is ridiculous. Let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a stack. Damn near 400 yards and 4 touchdowns for Sam Howell. Let's keep it a stack. We can't be allowing that to happen, especially, going into what they say is the toughest part of our schedule. So it's something that we need to really think about, man. What can we do to improve this team? We picked up Kevin Byard. I think he had around 7 tackles last night or yesterday afternoon, I should say. So he did make his presence known on the field. That is some pretty good stats when it comes to tackling. But at the same time, we just didn't do. We did enough. We just didn't do good enough, in my opinion. Especially with we're having Bradbury and Slay, and we got Byard and Blankenship. You would expect us to be on point. That's what you would expect. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I want to talk about Jalen Carter, man, because Jalen Carter, I think he had like 1 tackle before he went out, and then he went out with a back injury. It was some reports saying that after the game he was walking around, without any, back aches, or it didn't look like he was in a bunch of pain. So I want to know what's the update on Jalen Carter, man, because going in to play Dallas, you know, we want to make sure that we have all our firepower ready to go. We got to have all our firepower ready to go. And, with saying that, Jalen Carter needs to be out there. He needs to be out there. And I would hate for him to miss this game. I really would. But, injuries are a part of the game. Things happen. And it is what it is. But, I'm going to keep you updated on the status of JC. As soon as I know, y'all going to know. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Because he plays a major part in what we do on this defense. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles were 3 of 5 in the red zone yesterday. The red zone has always been a concern for me this season because I feel like, last week we did better in the red zone. This week we had our few stutters in the red zone. But bringing up the awareness on having a better red zone efficiency is key. It's key. We have to be good in the red zone, man. We gotta amp that up. We was 8 for 13 on third downs, which is not bad in my opinion. I feel like the Eagles have always been a good team on third down, and a lot of the reason for that is because if we don't get it on third down or our play calling is stretched a little bit because if we don't get it on third down, we got a tush push that's unstoppable if it's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. Maybe not so much 4th and 2, but 4th and 1, you already know what it is and y'all still can't stop it. So we got to think about that as well. But I think third down efficiency has been good so far. But we can't go into next week with not putting pause on Dak Prescott like we didn't put pause on Sam Howell this game. It just can't happen. We got to do what we got to do. And with saying that, man, Kobe Dean had probably his best game of the year. I think he had about 12 tackles and 2 of them was for loss. That's something that we want to see from him. We've been getting small sample sizes from him due to injuries, and us having other premier linebackers at the spot last year. But I think that he came out and showed us, why we want him at that linebacker spot. And 12 tackles and 2 for loss is a really good stat line. We just got to play better coverage. We got to do better in coverage. The run game kind of hit us up a little bit. Brian Robinson hit us up a little bit on a run, and Gibson hit us up on a pass a little bit. So we got to secure these guys coming out the backfield. We can't come in here. We can't let these guys just do what they want out the backfield. We've been a good running back stopping team all year. And I would expect to see more of that. Sidney Brown also had a really good game, man. I want to talk about him as well because he was in a lot of that nickel yesterday. And he recorded about 8 tackles. So that's good to see. And then he had 1 tackle where he really laid the wood on old buddy Pauls. Like I'm talking about, he hit him hard. So we already knew that he was a hitter, but that was a pop. And I really enjoy watching that. So shout out to Sidney Brown. That was probably the hardest hit of the game yesterday. Probably one of the hardest hits that we put on anybody this year. We're gonna award that to Sidney Brown because that was a pop. But all in all, man, I'm just happy that we 7-1. It was some things that we need to clean up, especially going into the matchup against Dallas this week at home. I feel like we can get the win there, but it's some things that need to be cleaned up. We got to play to the standard. And if we don't do that this week, we're gonna make it tough for us. It's gonna be a long game. But if we play to our standard and we do what we know we can do, then I don't see why we can't beat the Cowboys by double digits. But you already know how I do, man. It's 24 hours, enjoy the victory, and then we start worrying about the Cowboys, and we kind of still in that 24-hour victory mentality until about 5, 6 o'clock, and then we can start game planning for the Dallas Cowboys because we got to get directly to work. But, talking about next week, I think Cam Jurgens will be available for Sunday's game against Dallas. And the reason why I think that's important is because, since Cam Jurgens has been out, man, this run game has been getting stifled. It's been stifled. You know, I need to see more from the running back side. Yeah, we came out that fake tush push and handed it off to DeAndre Swift, and he ran in for the touchdown. You know, but at the same time, I need to see more. I need to see more holes opened up for our running backs. I need our running backs to stop putting the ball on the ground. Like, and I need to see more DeAndre Swift early on in the game. Like, why do we keep, I understand that y'all want to, you know, once Gainwell fumbled, y'all wanted to, you know, try to give him the ball back to see what he can do with it. But in all actuality, man, Swift is way more dynamic. Way more dynamic. And why are we not seeing more of him, you know, more handoffs for Swift? But with Jurgens being back this week, I think that the run game should be able to get opened up a little bit more as we seen before Jurgens got hurt. I think Sewell Pettit has been playing good in his absence, but with Cam Jurgens out there, that's a totally different offensive line, man. And let's keep it a stack right there. I trust Cam Jurgens more in the run. I trust him, period, more. You know, I've been advocating for having Jurgens in the game over Tyler Steen, over Sewell Pettit. He's just a stronger guy. You know, he's the more detailed guy. You know, so we got to make sure that we put him in position to be successful. And with him coming back this week, I feel like that's going to help improve the run game. But something else, man, I'm going to bring up before I let y'all up out of here today because, you know, like I said, it's going to be quick. I've been seeing a lot of videos. You know, I do my troll thing, you know, after we dub up, and I've been trolling a little bit, and I've been watching these content creators. I done watched it for the 2 weeks in a row, man. I done watched the Washington Commanders content creators, and I done watched all types of videos and content creation from the Miami Dolphins, and everybody got this narrative like we about to blame the refs, because the Eagles is only dubbing up because the refs, they calling us the referee Eagles. They calling us all type of stuff, man. And to me, that's nasty work. That's nasty work because in all actuality, the problem is y'all just didn't make enough plays. You know, it's going to be in about 95 to 99% games, the referees make bad calls. And if you sit here and blame it on the referees, then you already lost. Because the Zebras, if you counting on the Zebras to win you a game, you already lost. You got to make plays. Like yesterday, they said, "Oh, well, that wasn't a drop or whatever by Dotson," and then the Smitty drop. They saying that they wasn't able to throw the red flag. Look, man, that's all on y'all. That's all on y'all. You see what I'm saying? Stop blaming the refs. That's nasty work. I'm telling y'all that's nasty work, bruh. Stop blaming the refs. There's so many calls that happen for the Philadelphia Eagles that we could have blamed the refs on, but we don't do that. That's not what we do. That's not how we rock. I'm tired of hearing about the refs. Make plays. Those 2 plays, the 2 drops from Scary Terry back to back, that's why y'all lost. That's the reason why y'all lost. Because y'all wasn't able to make the plays. And you can't blame the refs for that. You got to blame that on your quarterback. You got to blame that on your receiver in combination. I'm tired of hearing about the damn refs. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. We don't want to hear that. Cut that shit out, man. You got me cussing. So look, we're saying all that, man. If you still tuned in and you still rocked out with your boy, man, do the channel a favor, hit that like button. Man, comment, subscribe, ding that notification bell so you get the notification every time how to drop, man, because you don't want to miss this. You know what I'm saying? We one of the best teams in the league, if not the best. We are the best. You know my slogan. But for now, holla out.